Welcome, everyone, to Tim's Vinyl Confessions. I'm Tim Derling, and my guest today, my co-host today, haven't had him on in a long time. It's been a while. It is Brian Murphy from RushFans. Hello, sir.
Hello, Tim. Thanks for having me. It has been a while. I'm excited to be here.
And I'm not 100% sure, but this might be the first time that I've had you on to talk about something other than Rush.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. That sounds about
Yeah.
right.
And your shirt, if people haven't read the description, the shirt's a giveaway. We're going through our Metallica vinyl collections today. So I think this will be cool because I know that Ryan's going to have different versions of the records than I do, and of course vice versa. And Ryan has also generously offered to show the colored vinyl when applicable. So
Yes.
yeah, so let's do this. So let's start at the beginning. 1983, Kill 'Em All. What do you got?
So, get them out of each protective sleeve here. So yeah, like Tim said, I've got most of the colored vinyl. I had a handful of the original black vinyl. Well, not original, recent copies of the black vinyl. I gave most of those to my uncle to start his Metallica collection, and I ended up buying all these colored ones because I think it was Walmart re-released all these or most of them in specific color. So starting with Kill 'Em All, I've got I think it's just called like Kill 'Em All Red or something along those lines, but it's kind of like a dark, bloody
Nice.
red.
Yeah.
Um, it's man, I think these were like 2022. Of course, it doesn't say. It says copyright 1983, but um, I think these were 2022 that these came out. So that's what I got.
So that's obviously when the band reissues them on their own label,
Yeah.
Black Recordings. I'm assuming that the front and
Yep.
back cover are the same as most versions of Kill 'Em All people would be familiar with. It's got that old, yeah, the front cover, then the old, very, very old photo of the band on the back. Yeah, cool. So my version of Kill 'Em All is I was lucky enough to find this in the late 90s. It's actually a UK version. So front cover doesn't look any different, back cover, but it is on Music for Nations Records, which was a fairly well-known independent label. I don't know if they specialized in heavy metal, but I kind of think they did. This version actually still has the order form that came with it for t-shirts. Let's see now. Yeah, small, medium, large, $3.99 each. That's in pounds, by the way. So yeah, whoever had the record took very good care of it. Didn't even fill that out. That's the sleeve, collage of photos, lyrics and credits, and the vinyl itself looks very different with the Music for Nations logo on it. So yeah, real glad to have this version of it. Kind of neat. Next up, of course, one of my favorites, Ride the Lightning from 1984. See what Ryan's version looks like.
So this one I left the hype sticker on the. I actually peel it off the plastic and stick it on the jacket. I'm weird. You can kill me if you want. The lyrics with some familiar font.
That's a very familiar font. That is the Farewell to
That
Kings
is
font.
Farewell to King's font. Yes. So Ride the Lightning. I have the colored vinyl in. It's
It's
called
like
electric blue vinyl, is what it says on the hype sticker.
it's
So
like a smoky kind of
the
effect.
Walmart
That's
hype sticker. Yeah. And then I also have. I believe this one's black. I think this one's black. I bought this one a long time ago. This is Warner Brothers Records, 2008,
wow.
2008. So this was my very first Metallica record, the only one I owned for years and years and years until I started actually really getting into vinyl. But so I've
That's
got two.
pretty cool because the Metallica were only on Warner Brothers for a pretty short window. So you might want to go on Discogs to see if that one's worth much.
I can. Yeah, that one Ride the Lightning for the longest time was my favorite Metallica record, so I had that along with all my Rush records. And then of course really started getting into record collecting. Now I own them all. I own them all. Not kill them all,
Yeah.
own them all. Metallica pun, get it? Okay.
Uh,
Your
uh,
your turn.
all right. So yeah. So My Ride the Lightning is a Canadian version, and it's a Canadian version on Bonsai Records, which was a Canadian metal label that basically anything that in the UK was on Music for Nations or in the US was on Megaforce made its way into Canada via this Bonsai Records, which is out of Montreal. But the cool thing about that, and I've talked about this before, is that Bonsai had distribution from Polygram, which means that Metallica had major label distribution in Canada before they did in the US. So, of course, Ride the Lightning was only out, I don't know, very short amount of time before they get picked up by Elektra. So, it's kind of cool to pick up any other version. So, yeah, it's the same. Now, the difference is, and I've seen ones like what Ryan has, but my sleeve is the same, except it is not in yellow. The lettering is not in yellow. It's just all in white. And Lars is still determined to grow a crappy mustache as he is on the back of Kill 'Em All. So there's that. And I want to show you what the label itself looks like. It's kind of neat. It says this side and that side. And the reverse has the Bonsai label, which is kind of, you can also get Kill 'Em All like this. Now I have the Kill 'Em All cassette on Bonsai and the Lightning on vinyl. Of course, the big one, the breakthrough Master of Puppets, 1986. We'll see what version that.
For what it's worth, $16 on Discogs. So.
Oh, okay. Well, there'd be so many of them, I suppose. You never know.
We'll keep it in the collection.
Yeah.
So I have, it's also black in 1986, but it doesn't say the re-release date. But
it was sometime, I think, in 2013, 2014 that they started to reissue the albums on black.
Yeah. I don't recall what color that is. I don't have the hype sticker for it. But
it does sort of match the sky.
I think it's like cover. A lot of them are named after songs.
Let's call it Battery Orange.
I think it's like something Rust, but
okay.
Yeah.
Battery Rust. That would make sense. Somebody out there could correct me, but I'm going to call it Battery Rust until I hear different.
I'm going to look it up.
He's looking it up. So while he's doing that, I'll show my copy off. This is I think the first Metallica record I ever found. This is Canadian copy. It's in the shrink wrap, but the shrink wrap's open on the end. And this is a Canadian Elektra version. So it's probably the oldest one that well, maybe that UK one, but it's the oldest Elektra one that I have. So you can see the Elektra logo there. And in very, very small print, it says manufactured by Columbia House under license. Here's the lyric sleeve with the little photos and then all of the credits. And, Ryan and I are on RushFans, and it is interesting to note that inside of this album, they thank, let me find the exact wording, they thank Geddy Alex Neil of Rush. Now, lore has
Oh, really? On Master of Puppets?
Yeah, right here on the top. I don't know if you can see that or not. Or look on your own copy.
It's on the other side. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now, I understand Geddy was approached to produce Master of Puppets, which would have been very interesting, what that would have sounded like. And this is the typical Elektra label on the record itself, although they are using the Metallica logo, so it's got some personalization. It looks very cool. Obviously, a game-changing album, a classic album. Did you find out what the color was called?
Yeah, it's called Battery Brick. So
I was right about the battery.
Battery Brick. I'm actually going to look back at Kill 'Em All. I'm going to give you the color names for all of them if I can. The Walmart image for Kill 'Em All doesn't have.
Okay.
It's zoomed out too far. I can't read it, so I'm going to try to find one for that.
Try and guess what it might have been. Now every song
it might be called like Jump in the Fire Red or something like that.
That would make sense. I was going to say all the song titles just went right out of my head. So
Jump in the Fire Engine Red.
Jump in the Fire.
Yep.
Jump in the Fire Engine Red. I like that. So 1987, the release of the 598 EP Garage Days Revisited, which wasn't
Oh,
always the
I
easiest thing
have
to
that.
find.
Oh no, I have Garage Inc.
Okay,
That
that's
came
later.
that came
It's
way
on
later.
there,
I
but
don't have that. I don't have that one.
it's
I
not
don't
the
know if
easiest
that's
one to
on.
find. I went on Discogs and got myself a copy. This is a Canadian copy
Oh,
on Elektra, um, and it's one of my favorite EPs. Actually, it's all covers, but most people didn't know the original songs. And I don't know if it was an original sleeve because all the credits seem to be on the back here, so I'm really not sure. And this is the sleeve that it came in, still the Elektra logo. So 1988, the fourth full-length album, and Justice for All. This is one where we might have the same version. I'm not sure.
this was called Dyer's Green vinyl is what it's called
I figured they'd go with blackened something or other, but
because of the last track, Dyer's Ears.
Yeah.
Dyer's Green. So I'll have to get the one you just put up, Garage Days.
Garage Day.
I thought I had it, but I guess I didn't. I'm gonna go to the record store in Poughkeepsie on Monday, Dark Side Records. So, I mean, this is what, November 3rd. So,
He'll have it
yeah,
by the time you see this.
yes, probably, assuming they
Yeah,
have it.
that's very cool.
So,
Yeah, it
you know
just
what
got
I've
reissued
noticed?
not too long ago.
I've noticed that every single one of these colored vinyls, when they're a little bit see-through like this, are always darker than they appear in photos online. So I don't know. That's just because when you see through it, you just darker colors in the background or whatever. But they're not accurate to what the
Yeah,
photos are showing,
little
right?
trick of
So
the light.
yeah, yep.
So my copy is this is the first blackened one that I've got. I could never find an Elektra one. Mine still it's unopened. Still got the hype sticker on it, and that's what the back cover looked like. Interestingly enough, I mean this is on 2 records, but the in a lot of cases they reissue albums and they put them on 2 records where they don't have to. But in this case, the original and Justice for All was on 2 records. So yeah, they were just kind of following suit. So there you go. And that, of course, takes us up to 1991. And the Black Album, self-titled, whatever it is you want to call it.
1 second.
We chased Ryan away.
Nope. I'm gonna let these guys hang out with us real quick.
Oh, there you go. The pop.
I thought of it because of that. So
yeah. See, my daughter has some of those too. I think she's got Lady Justice and the whole band. I got at one time or other Christmas presents or whatever.
there we go.
Yeah, cool.
We'll let I just have James and Kirk. There you go. Let them hang out with us.
So yeah. So what version of the Black Album do you?
Well, I'm gonna assume it's black. I do think this is the Walmart one. I think it's like smoke or something like that.
I'm just looking at Sandman Smoke or something, or
That's the cover, of course, right? I think this is the colored one as well. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, oh yeah, I'll get the color for you in a second. But it's like, see how it's kind of like smoky and like
yeah,
kind of see through. It's a lot easier to see.
I could see in the reflection there. Yeah, it's not completely one color.
Yeah, it actually looks pretty sweet with like if you hold it up against like white, like my second monitor over here. It actually looks pretty cool. But yeah, that's also a Walmart edition. I'll find that color here for you in a second.
This is my copy here. I bought it in Canada, but it's a U.S. edition. Actually, it's black and manufactured by Warner Music Group. That's interesting. I don't know if that's the case anymore. So I bought this about probably 8 years ago, and the back cover, looks about the same. Yeah, still got the hype sticker on it. Yeah, there's not a song title on the Black Album that immediately lends itself to a color, is there?
This one says black marble colored vinyl.
I suppose it is the Black Album.
This is this is from Amazon, but I think Amazon's probably just I think this is just a reselling from Walmart, I
Okay.
guess. But let me see if oh no, it's called the Walmart exclusive is called Some Blacker Marbled Vinyl.
Wow. Okay.
So there you go.
Now, one thing I'm not sure about, I certainly don't have it. I don't know if the Binge and Purge, the live collection from '93 was ever issued on vinyl. I don't think it was issued on vinyl back in the day, but it would be a very expensive package if they did, because I think it was something like 3 CDs and 2 DVDs. So that would be a lot of.
I think Metallica only has one live. I don't have it, but it's the what is it? It's
The Through the Never concert, or the symphony one, or I guess there's 2 of those. We're really prepared, folks. We did a lot of work.
S&M.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess the next thing would be Load from '96.
Yes. This one is called Poor Twisted Orange. I kept the hype sticker on that one.
Nice.
So,
yeah. Poor Twisted Orange.
Of course, Poor Twisted Me. It's
Yeah.
A lot of these are just takes on songs, but
yeah.
I'll show you this. I think this one's going to look a lot like the
Black Album one.
No, the Master of Puppets one.
Oh, okay.
I think it's brighter. Yeah, it's slightly brighter.
Okay, I like that color. It's really cool.
And the same deal. It looks brighter, of course, when I'm holding up against white, like to me.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So my copy, actually, the price sticker when I originally bought this was still on $24.95. It wouldn't be that now, and I only bought this probably, like I said, 7-8 years ago. But anyway, this is my copy here. It's another blackened copy with the hype sticker on it, and it's the same thing on the back. So right after that, of course, '97, they put out Reload, and
you'll have to go first. I'm struggling to get this in.
Much the same. So yeah, okay. So my copy is another blackened copy. It's got the hype sticker on it, and back cover. I'm trying to think of let's see what the color of your vinyl might be.
For Reload?
Yeah.
It's that one I didn't get the hype, didn't keep the hype. Sometimes they rip when I take them off, especially from the Walmart ones. They kind of just tear. So Walmart one. I will say Metallica doesn't overprice their records. Believe it or not, like these were only 25-ish, $30. I mean, maybe some people would consider that expensive, but
no, it's
comparatively,
not.
Comparatively, they're really not that bad. Which is kind of nice, especially when I had to go rebuy all these. This one's orange. This is like a bright orange.
Would it be fuel orange?
No smoke, just solid orange.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna guess it's something to do with fuel. We'll see. This is kind of a fun extra.
Yeah. Let me pull that up.
Fun.
Metallica Reload colored vinyl.
Never let it be said we don't try to educate you out there, folks.
Oh wow, $125 on eBay.
Ryan,
Flaming Fuel. Yep, Flaming Fuel orange. $79 on Amazon. $100 on Mercari. I've never used that service before, but if you're looking to buy Metallica Reload, you know where to find me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to sell them.
Yeah. So the next 2 I actually don't have, and I know for sure that Ryan's got one of them because he started to show it, and that would be Garage Inc. from 1998, which Garage Inc. does contain the 598 EP as the first 5 tracks on disc 2, so I assume that would be side 5. I don't know. I can't do math, but yeah, it would have more. It wouldn't be a 2-record set if it was a 2 CD set. Probably a 4-record set if I'm not mistaken. Maybe a 3-record. Yeah, I gotta get that. So I'm lacking that one.
Yeah, 3 LP. This one's called. I'm just looking to see if it's actually.
Colored.
This is called Fade to Blue.
Interesting. So they didn't actually go with one of the
No.
song titles on it, huh?
I'll try to show. This is gonna be a pain to try to get out, but that's all right.
I always like
These
the back
gatefold ones
cover,
are.
how they redid the photos from the original Garage Days revisited cover. So it's the original Garage Days cover, but it's got the then current photos of the band, the heads taped over their 87 counterparts. And it was a handy package when it came out. Gathered up all of their covers and their B-sides and stuff. That's really cool.
I'm trying to get the reflection from my other monitor over here to kind of show you what it might look like see through, but it's not really
hard to do. Yeah,
it's not giving it good. But
unfortunately, I don't have the next one to pick up the slack. Of course, the next thing is, as Ryan mentioned, was the first of the 2 symphonic albums, S&M, which came out in 1999. I don't have that on vinyl either.
That I don't have either. So
okay. So that takes us to the
search for that.
That takes us to the notorious, controversial, infamous.
Yes.
Add adjective here, Stanger, Saint Anger, which I do have. So here's my version, which is a blackened reissue, 2003. And I'm just going to guess, because there is a song on here, Sweet Amber. I'm guessing they're going to go with Sweet Amber Red or Orange or something. That's my guess.
Try again.
Oh, Dirty something or other.
Nope. Try again. It is orange.
Frantic Orange. Some kind of orange.
There you go.
Is it some kind of orange?
Some kind of orange.
Wow. Yep. Wow. Okay.
Some kind of orange.
Yeah.
I guess we'll put this one up too.
This orange lives. Okay. That would not have been my go-to, but hey,
Okay.
Just while you're opening that, right? What are your thoughts on this album?
To be completely honest with you, this is the one that's eluded me. I haven't listened to this record top to bottom at all, so that's my homework really. I've only heard 1 or 2 songs from this, and I didn't hate it.
It's a harsh listen because of the production.
I didn't hate it. Actually, I think I did listen to this when I bought it, actually, one time through.
I didn't hate it either. It's a challenge to listen through it. The production is very harsh.
It's definitely something that I need to revisit for sure. This one. I've been doing a lot of you'll appreciate this. I've been doing a lot of deep diving catalogs of bands that I liked but not really got hugely into. Motorhead, Judas Priest, Ronnie James, or just Dio. So I've been doing that the last couple of years, just buying all the records and just listening to them. And I did that with Metallica. Maybe like 3 or 4 of the records that I never really got into, like 2 years ago, other than this one. So
yeah,
we'll have to revisit that at some point. But
so I believe the next thing on vinyl is Death Magnetic from 2008. Yeah,
I was in high school when this came out. I was a sophomore in high school when this came out, and I think the one song that I listened to was All Nightmare Long. That was the song my buddy and I really kind of grooved to. And I never really revisited this until a couple years ago, like from now. And I really like this record. I think it's a fantastic record myself.
Yeah,
But
I've always liked it.
color wise, let me get you that.
sophomore when Death Magnetic came out. I was in my senior year when the Black album was out. Oh well.
Um, okay, magnetic silver.
Yeah.
That's
This
called.
is what my record looks like. It's just a hype sticker on here. Just not much to it. Funny story behind this album. I wasn't planning on buying it when I did. I mean, I was planning on getting it eventually, but this was Record Store Day a few years ago, and one of the items I really wanted. Very rarely do I want or find the rare Record Store Day items I'm actually looking for, but this one particular year they had a reissue of the first Def Leppard EP. And I happened to find one copy, and there were at least two people standing in line behind me that I could hear them go, yeah, because
About this one?
I got to the Def Leppard record before they did. So as I'm walking around the store, I'm like, I got to cover this up with something. So I grabbed this, and I had this under my arm. Oh, just me and my Metallica record. I would have bought it anyway, but that's what led me to buy it that particular day.
I think it's a very underrated record. Metallica.
I do too.
Think it's really good.
I've always liked it. The next one's interesting. I don't know about your copy, but the next one's the only one I have on Warner from 2011.
Well, all right. So this I have the freaking.
Oh, okay. Nope. This one I've got a couple things then in between. I'm talking about this.
Oh, I don't have that.
Beyond Magnetic, which
okay,
it's only 4 songs, but they're long songs, so it's like an old school LP's worth of music, and I really like it. It just picks up where Death Magnetic left off.
Yep.
I bought this when it came out, and this was like the last thing that came out when they were on Warner
I didn't
Brothers.
even know that was on vinyl.
Limited edition silver vinyl. So, and the sticker on here says $17, that's not bad. So I'm assuming they reissued this on Blackened, but
Record Store Day, $155 on eBay. So
wow.
I'll give you $20 for that Canadian.
Let me think about that. No, the next thing I have is
that
a
must
Black
be rare.
Friday exclusive from a few years ago. This is Lords of Summer, which eventually made its way not onto Hardwired, but on the bonus stuff. So this is limited Black Friday exclusive, contains unreleased live version digital download and logo etching on side B. So it's got Lords of Summer first pass version and then a live version. And this is the first thing I have that came out on Blackened as a new release. And I don't know how common this one is either. And then the next thing I have is I still really like this album too. Hardwired and Self-Destruct. I might have the same copy you have, although I don't know. The cover I have
the box set.
Okay, so the cover I have has Kirk in the middle. But I know there's different ones, right? Yours has James, I guess. Yeah,
I'm gonna assume that's James. Yeah, looks like James.
That's definitely James. Yeah. So I really like this album. This is just a Blackened copy. This was an early review episode for Tim's Vinyl Confessions. Me and Matt and Will all got it out and listened to it. So, and I'm interested to see what the box set's got.
I was just gonna say, we'll go through. This is probably my favorite Metallica record, believe it or not. So I really love this record.
I think it's really good.
I think probably because when I saw Metallica for the first time live, it was on this tour. Can't really see it, but it's the World Wired Tour 2018. It was actually a month after I got married. But they played a lot of the songs from this record, so I think that's kind of why I just kind of gravitated to it. But so you've got they're all in their own like sleeves here, and they're all different colors. So this is it looks black, but it's actually like a dark blue.
Okay, I can kind of see that from the reflection. I was going to say purple, but I can tell it's not just black.
Yeah, I can't. It's like a really dark blue. It's like a really we've been doing a lot of counterpart stuff for RushFans. It's like that color of that album cover. Yeah. Let's see. I think there's a blue one, a red one, and a yellow one.
Well, that's
the color you have.
Right? Yeah, but that's a different cover again because that's got Rob Trujillo in the front. Mine has Kirk. That's cool though. Really
Maybe
cool.
that's what's on the back of mine. I don't know.
Oh.
But this one is this is the yellow one.
Cool.
There is one more. There might be some other trinkets in here too. I can't recall. Haven't opened it in a while because opening box sets like this to try to spin is kind of
It's cumbersome,
a
yeah.
pain like I'm doing now. So, um, this one's red.
So it must have all those colors that are
Can't
mixed
even,
in that front cover.
it's like a dark ruby red. And then there's one more actually.
Actually, no, that's not Rob. Is that Kirk? No, that's not Kirk. I don't even know who it is.
It's hard to tell.
I know it's not James or Lars. That's the only thing I know for sure. Huh.
I think this one's Kirk. Oh wait, these are okay. Yeah, these are just flats. So,
Okay. Yeah. So is there one
or
of
maybe
those for
that's
each?
maybe that's Lars. Yeah, this one's definitely Rob.
Yeah.
That's what I hear.
That's Rob. Yeah.
Okay, this one's definitely Lars.
Yeah. The eyes. Yeah.
Okay, so this one's Kirk
Okay.
because this one's James.
Yeah. Process of elimination, right?
And then it has their pins,
Cool.
has a redeem your digital copy here if anybody wants a code.
Yeah. Go ahead, folks.
I own it. So I'm not really worried about it. And then a CD. Looks like this is a CD.
That must have the extras on it.
Oh yeah, bonus.
It's got a few covers. It's got some live stuff.
Yep. That's exactly what it is. Yep. And some bubble wrap.
So the
Pretty
next thing
good
to
stuff.
come out was S&M 2, which I don't have on vinyl either. Is that one that you?
I don't have that either. I have all the studio records, I guess.
Okay.
So
So
yeah.
that takes us to the most recent 72 seasons. And this version's just the well, whatever it is I got from Amazon. Black vinyl, actually. It says right on the sticker on the back here. So this one's just black vinyl edition. I know there were a bunch of different ones. I like this album too. I really like this album. I mean, I don't think there's a huge difference between this one and Hardwired. They kind of sound like
They're kind
similar
of
recordings, and but I do like
I'd
it.
agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have three because I'm
Nice.
that guy that all right, the record came out and I was like, all right, I gotta go get it in whoops, flipping the wrong way. I was like, I gotta go get it in every color, of course. Um, and I will show you that momentarily, but I first went to Walmart and I got this with it. So this is the divider that like they put up for marketing purposes, like up at the top. And I said to the guy that was working in electronics, I was like, hey, I got a huge record collection. Do you think I could have this? Like, do you think I could like buy this or have this or whatever? And he goes, I don't know. I really don't know. But I was like, it's just really a marketing tab. It's really nothing. I mean, I don't think you're gonna resell it. You're probably gonna throw it out, right? And he goes, well, people come in here and steal shit all the time, so just take it.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
All right.
there's point of sale material that once the promo is done and it's not on the end cap anymore or
Right.
whatever, they take it. It would have
Yeah.
somebody would have taken it home or would have gotten thrown out.
So that's that record up in the top corner is the Walmart edition, which I'll show you first. That's called Yellow and Black Swirl Vinyl. Apparently, they weren't getting creative with the
Yeah, I was gonna say, way to
I don't know, Too Far Gone Yellow.
yes. Shadows yellow.
Yeah, You Must
Yellow.
Burn Yellow. I don't know,
Yellow
but
had a son. Crown of yellow wire.
Yellow had a son. Oh man. All right. So this has, I assume yours probably has this too, but
Yeah, I've got. I don't. Mine's not open, but the CD has. Actually, the CD has those, and they fold out in a very, very cumbersome way. It's actually hard to get to the CD itself. But
so that's that yellow one. I'll show you. So yeah, that same day, I had ordered it from, I think, Metallica's shop,
Yeah,
their online store. That came like a couple days after it released in stores. And that's this one. Same deal, James and Kirk. Um, I think this one was just like solid. Yeah, this one's like a solid yellow with black swirl through it. But this is not a transparent one, which is
yeah,
kind of nice. And then the other one, I ended up when I went to Walmart that night or that Friday or whatever. There's a Target right next to the Walmart, of course.
yeah,
And I picked up red and black marbled vinyl. Of course, all the Target ones are red. It's just
yeah.
you have Target in Canada.
We we very briefly had Target in Canada about 10 years ago, and I don't even think it lasted a year.
I assume you have Walmart, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
None of my area Walmarts carry vinyl that I know of.
No kidding.
Yeah,
So that one's solid red
unless I
too.
hop across the border to Maine,
To
in which
Maine.
case I
Okay.
could get vinyl. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like my local Walmart carries vinyl, but it's like hot and cold. It's either a super limited selection or they've overstocked it.
yeah,
So that's what I got.
cool. Right on. So yeah, that's a really cool look through the Metallica vinyl collection. I mean, there's no, I know there's singles and there's all kinds of things from around the world, but that's, it's a good start out there. Anybody that's watching this, if you can post, I guess Facebook would be the thing. What have you got for cool Metallica vinyl variants? Would love to hear about it. And Brian, what's Rush Fans has been going strong now for how many years now? How long you been doing this?
So Instagram 10 years. Actually, this
Yeah,
this was our 10th year in February 2023. But YouTube, we started uh January of 2020, right before the pandemic, actually right after Neil
right.
passed, we were
That's right.
planning to start it. And then it really took off during the pandemic. And yeah, I won't take too much time, but we just started up doing the Rye Guys Rush quizzes again.
Those are
Um,
I laughed my head off, Ryan, at the identify the song just by the ooh, yeah, ow, like just the real quick Getty
yeah,
interjections. I
it's
thought that
tough,
was hilarious.
tough. We've got two in the bank as of now. They'll probably be posted by the time you see this, as in recorded and ready to go. And I've got a handful of quizzes still to do. Which, speaking of which, I do want to invite you on to be a panelist on one of them eventually. We can talk about that after this recording.
Yep.
But yeah, Rush Roundtable, still going strong weekly. Rush Deep Dive, you were part of practically the whole series. That's still every once in a while we're thinking of something to do for that, so that's still ongoing. But yeah, come check us out. Come
You're a
participate
Rush
if you're a
fan.
big
There's
Rush
no
fan.
reason not to. It just for me, even as a huge fan, it opened up. Got to know a great bunch of people. I mean, and doing the deep dive series was an absolute honor to meet the legendary Donna Halper. And that's how I met Martin Popoff. And, a lot of my Unspooled book owes its existence to yourself and the fine folks at Rush Fans. And may I remind
Yeah,
folks
but
now that Unspooled is available again on Amazon, there's a chapter contributed by Mr. Murphy here. So check out Rush Fans wherever you get your preferred
oh,
content.
there it is. It's under a stack of never-ending books up the side of my desk here. But I would show it, but that would be more
Yeah,
of a
people
hassle of
people have
taking
seen me
vinyl
show
out
that
of.
off so many
Yeah,
times.
yeah. That
Yeah.
would be more of a hassle than taking vinyl out of trying to get that book down.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a good book. Go buy it.
Thank you. So yes, Rush Fans, check it out. Ryan, thanks for doing this, and I think I want to play some latter day Metallica. I'm not 100 sure which one, but just getting all these albums what makes me want to do that. And thanks everyone for watching Tim's Vinyl Confessions. We will see you later.